Welcome to Sunnyside Certified. This is Tiger, and for today's episode, I think we have some fueling issues. From a dead stop, it'll kind of bog out, and it kind of will start breaking up until all the way up to like 4,000 RPM. Then it seems like it smooths out. And I've been talking to Cam's Performance here locally, and he said it's possibly the injectors may have gone bad due to it sitting for a while. And I put a Facebook post up, and everybody seems to kind of agree with that. The fuel injectors may be the issue, so we're going to send that out to Send Performance out in Ottawa, Tennessee. He also has an EP3 running real fast times in the eighth of a mile. Not sure if he's going to get it to the quarter mile, but I think that the track closest to him is only an eighth of a mile. But he's been putting down some really fast times, and go check him out. Send Performance. And, thanks for the help of like Papaya Motorsports. He also chimed in on what the issues could be. I was thinking maybe it could be the TPS sensor here, but he was saying if it's holding the auto, because I showed a video of it, if it's able to hold certain RPMs, then it's probably not the TPS. Probably need to look into these injectors. So I'm going to send them out to Send. He's going to get them flowed and clean and everything, and hopefully we'll make it out to. Well, I did book. We're going out to the event, Classic Hondas on the Dragon, which is out in East Tennessee. If you haven't heard of Tell the Dragon, you need to check that out. It's over 300 curves, about 11 miles, and it's just right on right there in the Smoky Mountains. So should be a fun time. And I've already taken this fuel filter out, which is, I got a custom line here, and it's located underneath the car. If you can see it. But that's where I got the fuel filter mounted. On these EPs, the only filter they came with was the sock on the fuel pump. For some reason, they didn't run an inline filter. So when I redid this fuel system to have a return line, I also put in this fuel filter. And we're going to check that out. So I got this System 1 fuel filter, and you can unscrew the ends of them. And let's see what we got. Now normally you would have like these special A&N wrenches, but I'm not afraid to scratch them up, so it'll be okay. But essentially they're aluminum wrenches. And let's see what we got here. Oh, there goes the filter, which may be time for a change on that. I think this filter is pretty dirty. All right, up next, we're going to take off this fuel rail, which is, on this particular one, is 12 millimeter nuts holding it in. And as you can see, it's kind of rusted out. So what I'm going to do is replace them with stainless steel hardware. These are M8 by 1.25 on the thread, I think 35 millimeter long. All right, to get those injectors off, you need to release these spring clips, and you just gotta pry them and put them to the side, or make sure it doesn't pop all the way off, and then you're able to release that, unhook it. All right, got the two nuts off, and it should just lift up out of there. So it took a lot of force to get that out. Essentially had to stick this channel locks in here and use some leverage. And as you can see, I mean, like this one's still stuck in the fuel rail, but there's a lot of suction, or this O-rings has probably been settled in for a long time. So, and number 4 is also stuck in the fuel rail. But these I had to yank out pretty good. So, but that's that. There we go, the RC PO4 1000, which are, these are like older style injectors. There's a newer technology nowadays. But since Sin Performance, they're gonna hook me up with a really good price on the injector cleaning. So I'm gonna go with that. And if I need to, we'll have to upgrade to the newer injectors. And I hear, you know, technology has came quite a bit of ways. It has a better control with the newer injectors, but these are more old school. Like I said, this build was done in 2008, so there's a lot of old school parts and a lot of technology advancements since then. So this is what I'm working with. All right, we got all 4 injectors out. I'm gonna put a little scratch on it to mark which one's which. Got 2 marks on there for cylinder 2 and so on and so forth. And then I'm going to cover up these holes so nothing will drop in there accidentally. And you could see, I believe they, depending on the injectors, they come with certain spacers. But if you look at this stud, it's kind of rusty, so like I said, we're going to replace that with the stainless steel hardware. Should look a whole lot better. But we're going to send these out to Sin Performance. Let's see what he does with them. I'm going to order new sets of O-rings for these also. I think one of them I could see it was torn a little bit. Yeah, like that one. Had a little tear on it. Before we go, I got these stainless steel hardware mocked up. You see these studs are a little rusty on the ends, but they weren't too bad overall. But it's just a little rust spot that kind of a bit of an eyesore. So here's the old hardware, a little rusty on the end. You got the stainless steel bolts mocked up here. I think that should look a whole lot better once everything's in place. All right, we'll catch you next time. On to the next.